Hello, my name is Jake Puzicki, and this is an ACT Science Research Summaries question. So this question is asking, what is the most accurate description of front activity in mobile? So once again, if you see any term like most accurate, the key word being most, that should send up red flags that there's going to be answers that look right, but there are other answers that are more accurate. So don't just jump on the first answer you see. Actually, you should never just jump on the first answer you see that seems right. But if you see most accurate or something with the most in front of it, it should be a dead giveaway to be extra careful. So here, our answers are: there was no passage of a cold front. It is possible that a cold front passage occurred, but that it passed through mobile before the earliest observation was made. A warm front passage occurred, or a cold front passage occurred followed by a warm front passage. So the first thing we need to figure out is what happened just looking at the data in mobile. So we know that we're looking at cold fronts in experiment 2, and that a cold front, based on the text, is whenever the temperature, pressure, wind direction, the temperature and pressure drop, and the wind direction shifts to the north or the west, and that there's a chance that there'll be a increase in precipitation. So if we're looking at mobile, we're looking and we see that the temperature drops slightly, but not nearly as much as it dropped in these other places. That the wind direction stays the same, but that the barometric pressure actually increases as we go through it, and that the weather clears up. So there's, even though the temperature drops a little bit, there's no combination of factors that would make me think that there actually was a passage of a cold front in the time slot that they've given us. So my gut reaction would be to say there is no passage of a cold front. There was no warm passage. It didn't get warmer, and the pressure did increase, but not with the increase in temperature. So we can eliminate a warm front passage, and it doesn't say, it definitely don't have the data to support there's a cold front followed by a warm front, because there's not a warm front. There's no data supporting either of those. So it's definitely not those two. My jump answer would be that there's no passage of a cold front. But before you just jump on an answer, you have to eliminate all the other answers. And so if we're here, we see, and it is possible that a cold front passage occurred, but that it passed through mobile before the earliest observation was made. That's definitely true. Like, we can't deny that. We can't refute that it is possible that a cold front occurred. And we're looking at, if we look at all these the cities that they're taking this data in, the data for mobile was about 3 hours later. So it's possible that it happened before the earliest observation was made. And then if they didn't have any data on that, it wouldn't show that data up here if we didn't take data at that time. So this is possible. And this is, once again, it is most accurate that this was possible, that the cold front went through before the earliest observation was made. Because you can't say definitively there was no passage of a cold front. We can't say that. We only have data taken at 8:10, 8:25, and 8:40 p.m. So it is possible that it happened, and that's the answer that we're going to select.